2 years, and when I got here, I did not know any English. So, and there was one time when I was at Walmart, and one guy behind us, there was me and my nephew speaking Spanish, and that guy was making fun of us just because we were speaking Spanish.
So when I was 12, I went to a jewelry store with my family, and we all were looking around, and so it wasn't directly an attack, but like the employees were also following us around a lot, and they didn't make it subtle at all. And I was only 12 years old, but I went to go look at the rings because I was interested in them, and the lady was watching me very closely, and I didn't like that, but I looked at the rings anyway.
This happened two years ago. I was in a Winco Foods with my brother. We were speaking Spanish, and some guy came up. He's like, "Hey, this is America. You guys supposed to speak English?" And me and brothers told him that no, like this is our country, you know. It's both our countries, and we just like left.
Do you think that racism is an issue at the school?
I think that there are some instances of racism that happen here. I think for the most part it's a pretty welcoming school, but some students have definitely expressed concerns in the past about comments that they've heard from people in the hallways or people, even teachers that they've had, especially during this time because of the recent political situation here.
What is your personal opinion on the topic?
How do I feel about racism?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's horrible. I think that it is a problem right now because there are a lot of people that are becoming afraid, and fear creates a lot of problems between different communities. People are focusing on the differences between people instead of the similarities, and looking at getting people that are different than what is considered. They're separating people into groups, like there's this kind of people and this kind of people and this kind of people and this kind of people, and when that happens, that is can be a form of racism. If you take rights away from certain groups, if people don't have equal access to resources, that is not justice.
I'm a staff assistant here at Heritage High School, and I have the privilege of working with a lot of non-English speaking students here at Heritage. And I think mostly the kids here at Heritage respect other languages and other cultures, but I have to say that every once in a while I see somebody doing the speak English while you're in America, or making fun of someone because they look different color skin, or come from a different country or different heritage, and I always stop. I don't let that just go by. I always stop them and say, wait a second, what are you doing? And my own personal view is, I know I have some prejudices deep down. I think we all do. But when you get to know a person, when you know a person from Mexico, you don't think Mexicans are lazy, because you know people from Mexico and they're not lazy. They're really super hard workers. And when you know a person from, we have prejudices about Canadians even, that Canadians are all super mellow. I know some really hyper Canadians. And so when you get to know people at an individual basis, I think then those prejudices can start to melt away. And that's the best way, if we can all get to know each other, talk to each other, and when you see something that's wrong, whether you're student teacher or a teacher or a student, you should step up and say, no, that's no bueno, that's not good, right? And like I said, my main thing is get to know people, and your prejudices will change because then you'll know what's behind what's real.